ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो में सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रं ज्ञान वैराग्य भूषणं श्रीमद् वेंकटनाथार्य वंदे वेदांत देशिकम्। ஸ்ரீரொன்று தோப்புள் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பார்ந்து சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
In Rahasya Ratnavali Hrdayam, we are going to the sentence number 6. So we have been seeing what is the reason for punishment to the guilty, the offenders. Therefore, so the Dandakaranam, Anadiyana Ajna Atilanganam என்றது. This is what we saw. Namely, even though the birth is beginningless, our good and bad actions are beginningless, and the bad action involves transgressing the rule of scriptures, because he said, Lord Krishna said, Shrutihi mama eva ajna in Bhagavad Gita. My order is, my instruction is only scripture. Therefore, when we disobey the scriptural injunctions, and that is the reason for the punishment meted out to us, and the punishment may be lagu dandaha, minor punishment instead of major punishment. So we saw that let us avoid major punishment. Then again, we must try to avoid even the lagu punishment, so that he will not be blamed. Lord will not be blamed, because he said, I am equally disposed to all. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Endru sarva samanana sarveshwaran. Tanakku vaishamya. Because normally we will blame him for partiality. He saves someone, he punishes someone. He protects someone, he gives punishment to someone. So that vaishamyam, what you call the partiality. And then naigrinyadi. We say that he has shown pity, more pity towards someone and less pity towards someone. He has been more sympathetic towards someone and he has been less sympathetic towards someone. We say he is soft to someone, he is cruel to someone else. So naigrinyam. Naigrinyam is pity, sympathy, irakkam, karuna, daya. So varadabadi, vyavasthita nigraham pannadhikku vishesha karanam. Again, Lord is very careful that he will not differentiate between one individual soul, the other. And the main reason for that is Mahalakshmi. Please remember, the Vishesha Karanam is Mahalakshmi, where he doesn't differentiate. That is in punishment. Some people are given lighter punishment. Some people are given heavier punishment. The people who get lighter punishment are blessed by Mahalakshmi. So we go to the next paragraph. Before that, number one, footnote number one. Tanaham dushatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami asasram asubhan asurishu eva yonishu. The spelling mistake is there, asurishu, not asamrishu. Asurishu. Sa will have su. Second line. So already we saw that kshipami asasram asubhan naradhaman. The punishment given by the Lord is to throw the individual souls, Naradhaman, who are the worst, Adhaman, worst. Those who have done a lot of mistakes and graver errors, graver sins, or the gravest sins. And therefore, Naradhaman, lowest human beings, the worst human beings in life, samsareshu, kruran, they are cruel, dushataha, they are against the Lord. Dushata means against the Lord. Then tan, them, aham, I, kshipami, I throw. Where? Ashubhan, Ashubhan, yonishu. I will throw them into very inauspicious sources of birth. Yoni meaning W, the womb of the mother or something. So yonishu, so yoni can be anything, but the source can be anything. But we are not aiming at to be born in lower yoni. Human birth is very noble. Human birth is very noble, and beyond that, there is of course what we call godliness, devatvam. But there is no increase in the number of gods, as you understand, and therefore the next higher status will be Muktatma, released soul. So Asurushi eva yonishu, demoness. So in spite of being the doorkeeper of Vaikuntham, Jaya and Vijaya were born 3 times. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Shishupala and Dantavaktra. So they were given punishments, of course, because of the curse of the sages. So Kshipami, I throw Ajasram continuously, without stop. Ashubhan, inauspicious, Asurishu, Eva Yonishu, only in very bad births. Maybe each demon. One may even say, after being born as a demon, if we are getting our end in the hands of the Lord, say for example, for any incarnation, then we will say we would be fortunate, we will be lucky. But the demon, if he meets the end, not in the hands of the Lord, then it is again very unfortunate. For example, Agastya the sage, the very sharp stage, has the size of a thumb, of his hand's thumb. So the size is only a dwarf nature, just like Vamana. Vamana is at least 4 feet high, we say, whereas he has a thumb thumb shaped, thumb height, Thumb, Kattavar Loyarna, born out of water pot, Kumbha Munihi. So what did he do? In the forest, while Rama incarnated, in the forest there were two demons, Ilvalaha and Vatapi. Ilvalaha, ILVALA and Vatapi, VATAPI. These two demons always had the trick of cheating the sages. One by one, they killed. Their strategy was Vatapi will become the goat. The goat will be offered in the sacrifice, and the goat will be taken as food by the sages. Non-vegetarian, of course, very little. And Ilvala will call Vatapi after the food is taken by the sages. And from the sages' stomach, Vatapi will come out, tearing the belly, tearing off the stomach. And therefore, the sages die. So when Vatapi went into the stomach of Agastya, it is said that he said, Vatapi Jirno Bhava. When Ilvala called him back to life, Agastya said, Vatapi Jirno Bhava. Hey Vatapi, please get digested in my stomach. Therefore, Vatapi was killed by Agastya himself. And therefore, so such an end should not come to anyone. So he says in Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, 19th, Lord says, Hey Arjuna, இவ்வாறு thus என்னிடம் பொறாமை கொண்டு becoming jealous of me, Dushataha. Dushataha is என்னை பகைப்பவர், those who are enemies to me. மிகக் கொடியர், they are Kruraha. So மனிதருள் இழிவானவர், நர அதமாகா, முட்டாள்கள், those who go against me are fools, idiots. Then அவர்களை எப்பொழுதும் அஜஸ்ரம் தான் அவர்களை பிறவி முதுமை மரணம் என்று முதலிய மாறி மாறி வரும் நிலையுள்ள சம்சார வரிசையில் சம்சாரேஷு பர்த் ஜரா மரணம். We have what you call Kaumaram, Yavanam, Jara in Bhagavad Gita. While one is born, he undergoes childhood, then old age, then death. But here, suddenly started being born in old age, as an old aged person, then getting death. So, அதிலும் எனக்கு எதிராக நடக்கும் பிறவிகளிலே தள்ளி, again Asureshu Yonishu. So again, once the individual soul is an enemy, he continues to be an enemy. So எதிராக நடக்கும் பிறவிகளை தள்ளி க்ஷிபாமி, அப்பிறவிக்கு ஏற்ற இழி செயல்களை மேன்மேலும் புரிவதற்கு வேண்டிய கொடிய எண்ணங்களையே அவர்களுக்கு கொடுப்பேன். This is very peculiar, but he says it very clearly in Bhagavad Gita. So then again we will blame him, we will blame the Lord, we will accuse the Lord whether he is at all sympathetic. So Karunai Kadal சொல்றமே, Karuna Samudraha சொல்றமே, is he not sympathetic? How does he feel happy over making a bad person, the worst person, being born again and again in another worst life? We will see in 146. There are some reasons. So, nimitta matram evasu srijyanam sarga karmani. धारणकारणीभूताः यतः वै सृज्यशक्तयः. The Lord does not take control while the Creator does his duty of creation. Named Srijya Shaktaya. Brahma, the four-faced creator, has got 11 assistants called Daksha Prajapati. Prajapati is, their number is 11. So 11 assistants to create. Creator is not the only one who creates everything. And the creation also depends upon the power of Lord, Siman Narayan. But still, so Srijya Shaktaya, the powers that create, Sarga Karmani, in creation, look at the first line, Sarga Karmani, in the act of creation, they are Pradhana Karani Bhutaha. So they become the important reason. How? Nimitta Matrameva. The performance of duty by the creators, namely, say, for example, 11 assistants of Brahma, are only the cause of creation, mere cause of creation, whereas Nimitta Matram is only for creation. But what is to be created, that is, whether it is Asura Yoni or Sattvika Yoni, Deva Yoni or Manushya Yoni, that is decided by the actions of the previous births of the individual soul. So, Nimitta Matram Muktaiva, Muktva Eva, Na Anyat Kinchit Apekshate, Niyate Tapatam Shreshta, Swasaksya Vastu Vastutam. Vastu, an object, Vastutam Niyate becomes tangible, becomes an object. An object becomes an object. Swashaktya, by its own, not what you call power, by its ramifications, by its performance of good and bad action. Swashaktya. We are given some freedom, all of us as individual souls are given freedom to choose from good and bad actions. We misuse that freedom. We abuse the freedom. We abuse the liberty, and therefore we are doing bad action. Nimitta Matram Muktva Eva, releasing us, Muktva, releasing us, that means creating us by just being the cause of creation. Na anyate kinchita apekshate. The creators do not expect anything by creation. Hey Tapatam Shrestha, we will Vishnu Puranam. Vishnu Puranam is the source. Sage is addressed here. Maitreya, the sage has been addressed. Tapatam Shrestha is the best of sages. Then Vastu Vastutam Niyate. So karma bihi bhavitaha purvaihi kushala akushalaihi prajaha endrum. Anyate tata kakkena yatasvakrita bhukkuman endrum. Shubhe tu asau tushyati dushkrite tu na tushyate vai paramaha shariri. Now, the address by Vishnu Puranam is, we go to footnote number 1. Tavatil Sharanda Maitreyare, Brahmanadu Uruvil. I told you, the basic reason is Lord. The four-faced creator is only an instrument in the hands of the Lord. So, Brahmanadu Uruvil, Emberaman Shayim Padaipil, in the creation done by Lord Siman Narayana, Emberman Poduvana Karanamaha Mattum Ullan. He is the common cause. Mukhya Karanam, what is the important reason for the different births? Jivargalin, Mundiya Karmangalin, Varishehildam. Jivatma, the individual souls, previous birth actions, good or bad. Then, Padaipukku Elakahum Vastu, So the object which is meant for creation, பொதுக்காரணமான எம்பெருமானை அன்றி, having Lord as the common cause, வேறு எதையும் எதிர்பார்க்க வேண்டியதில்லை. The object created, for example, we don't say object here. Object is individual soul. The individual souls will always expect to totally surrender to Lord Srimanarayan. The individual soul cannot blame creators, cannot blame the 11 assistants of creators, and therefore தன் கர்மங்களாலேயே அவற்றுக்கு ஏற்றதான பிறவியை அடையும். Because the choice discrimination, the discrimination power is given to them. So 1:5:28, தேவர் மனிதர் முதலிய பிறவிகளை கொள்ளும் ஜீவர்கள். I don't know whether there is possibility of our being born as gods, but it is given here, Vishnu Puran. One can be born as God. In the sense, for example, in all the poems, it is said, in many occasions, in many contexts, it is said, so தேவர் மனிதர் முதலிய பிறவிகளை கொள்ளும் ஜீவர்கள் தாங்கள் முன் செய்த நல்லனவோ தீயனவோ உள்ள கர்மங்களுக்கு கட்டுப்பட்டவராய் அந்தந்த பிறவிகளை ஏற்று அந்த கர்ம வாசனையினின்று விடுபடாமலே இருந்து அழிவு காலத்திலும் அக்கர்மங்களுக்கு தக்கவாறு அழிக்கப்படுகிறது. So we all do bad and good actions. We are not always doing bad actions. We are doing good actions also. Karma bihi bhavitaha. We are controlled by our own actions. We are directed by our own actions. Purvaihi, by the earlier actions. Kushala, good actions. Akushala, bad actions. Prajaha, people. You can say prajaha also means children, subjects. Khyātyātaya, by the popularity of those actions, since bad actions outnumber the good actions, because bad actions are more than the good actions, we are anirmuktaha. We are not released from this world. Our birth cycle does not end. Therefore, samhare, while we are killed, samhare. Samhara means kill. Killing. Also means samhara meaning collection. So collectively also, all our sins land us in trouble. That is why when we say the rains do not come, மழை வரலன்னா என்ன காரணம்? There are two reasons. Number one, the government is not good. The administration is bad. The kings are bad. Ministers are worse. And people also commit sins. People committing sins will have no rain, and the kings, ministers, those who rule the country, if they are bad, will have no rain. And therefore, all have to go to ruin because of collective sins. Then footnote number 3, தந்தையே ஒருவனால் மற்றொருவன் எவ்வாறு கொல்லப்படுகின்றான், அவனவன் தான் செய்த கர்மத்தின் பலனை அனுபவிப்பவனாக என்றோ ஏற்படும். Can you show me the footnote number 3 in Sanskrit on the text? Hanyate tata kakkena yataha swakrita bhukti puman. Where from it is, the source is not given. Generally, as we understand, Jivatma is indestructible. There is no death for the individual soul. Then, but we speak here in the war, in a fight, one kills the other. The son is asking the question to the father. Maybe Shuka to Vyasa and so on. So, since the life depends on the good and bad actions, the killing is also not uh, unnatural. Killing is natural, since one is destined to be killed, one is destined to be killer. One becomes murderer, one becomes murdered because of the sins committed. And therefore, again, the individual soul who tries to kill a human being, one who tries to kill the other human being, it is because of some reason on the performance of good and bad actions in the earlier birth. So number 4, we used to say in positively, suppose we get money for flood relief, for rain relief, for say, for example, Sankranti, Pongal, or Deepavali. So for the festivals, the government gives us some dole, D-O-L-E, some paltry sum, very small amount. Then again, some what we call DA, dearness allowance, and so on. So we say that I used to say we gave loan to the government in the last birth, and therefore the government returns the interest. The tax that we pay is the interest that we pay for the loan that we got from the government, and therefore we are paying the tax. So this is how so punishment and lighter punishment, and we get some benefits also. So matsyaha yatha srotaha iva abhipati tathakatam purvam upaiti karma shubhe tu asau tushyati dushkrite tu na tushyate vai paramaha shari. Mahabharatam Shanti Parva. Shanti Parva contains a lot of pieces of advice. So 199:25. மீன் வெள்ளத்தில் பாய்ந்து ஓடுவது போல் முன்பு செய்த கர்மம் சேத்தனனை விடாமல் சுற்றி கொண்டு நிற்கும். If somebody catches the fish and then kills it, then that is the end of its birth, that particular birth. But the fish escapes the bait of the fisherman and goes further in the flood of water, then it continues to live for some more time and suffers. Of course, finally dies in the water itself, or is get caught in the net of the fisherman. So, மீன் வெள்ளத்தில் பாய்ந்து ஓடுவது. So now, what is Lord? Lord is Shariri. Lord is the Jivatma for all the living beings. Meaning, உயிர், தமிழ்ல உயிர், life, வாழ்க்கை. அவர்தான் வாழ்க்கை எல்லாருக்கும். So he is called Antaryami, otherwise called Antaryami. He is the inner soul. Lord is the inner soul. Paramaha Shariri, the highest inner soul. There is no one above him. So Emperman, ஒருவன் செய்யும் நல்ல செயலுக்கு மகிழ்ந்தும். He becomes happy over the good actions of the individual soul. And தீய செயலுக்கு சீற்றம் கொண்டும் உள்ளோம். So Shubhe Krite, Asau meaning this Lord. Tushyati becomes happy. Dushkrite too, while he does bad action, while the individual soul does bad action, na tushyate, he is not happy. So Tamil meaning is Shitram Kondullan, he becomes angry, even that is not there in the Sanskrit. Na tushyate, he is not happy, that's all. We don't say he is unhappy. He is not happy. He is neutral. So he is happy when we perform good actions. he is not happy when we do not perform good act. So we go to the next paragraph. So 147. நானே நானாவித நரகம் புகும் பாவம் செய்தேன் இன்று என்றும் பிரமாண சித்தமாய் பிரவாக அனாதியான விருத்த அனுஷ்டானம் என்றவர். So here we are to realize by ourselves, நாமே நமக்கு நாம் என்ன தவறு செய்தோங்கிறது புரிந்து கொண்டால் அதுவே பெரிய விஷயம். ஸோ நானே நானாவித நரகம் புகும் பாவம் செய்தேன். Am I the person who performed bad actions to enter into different types of hell? Nanavida Naragam. While the individual soul enters into the hell, it experiences suffering for more time in more kinds of punishment. And that's why Nanavida Narakam. So the individual soul realizes that the hell, different types of hell are awaiting his arrival. Therefore, Pramana Siddhamai, because it is authoritative in conclusion, Pravaha Anadiyai, again it is beginningless flood, then Viruddha Anushtanam in Rabbi. We have been doing against the rules. Viruddha Anushtanam. So we follow some wrong procedures. It is not given by the footnote, but it is Alvar's statement. Nane Nanavida Naragam Pugum Pavam Seiden. I am not able to fix the Alvar. 79, number 79 is there. I think we have to take up the footnote number 79, if it is possible today. Otherwise, we will take up. Maybe it has been repeated earlier. No. So we will search for it. I will tell you. You can also tell me, but I can also tell you little later. Nane Nanavida Naraham Pavam Seiden. This is what we call self-abnegation. Tannai Tarti Kodal. Naichanu Sandhanam. Unless we lower ourselves, that is what we call the first step of total surrender, namely Karpanyam, Akinchanyam, Kaimudal Illamai, helplessness. So once we realize that we have committed mistakes in order to enter into different types of hell, we will then we become corrected. We become good person performing good action. So in future, we will be very careful in performing good action. So we will take up Vakyam 7. Sorry for short duration also will make us happy generally, because Keshavdas Swami will be ready to listen to hours and hours. But if your participation is intercepted, then I will have some rest. If you ask questions, then we will have answers, then we will have some rest also. You can also, of course, supplement the what I call the sources of information from, given by Vedanta Deshika. If you have come across, if you remember your mind, you can recall to your mind some parallels in Alvars, in Divya Prabandham, or some in Deshika Stotras, you can say. Everywhere, Vedanta Deshika and his disciple Venkatadhvari gives what we call his modesty Look at the words in Sri Stuti. The second line, second verse. Avirbhava kalasha jaladhavat bharevavi yasyaha thanam yasya sarasa jamanam vishnuvaksha sthalam va bhumayasya bhavanam akhilam devi divyam padam va. Leave out these three lines. Stoka prajnai nanavadhiguna suyasesa katham tvam. How can I praise you if I have got very little intelligence, he says. Stoka prajnai. Vedanta Deshika, after writing 119 books, he says, Stoka prajnai. I have got very little intelligence. Stoka prajnai. Stoka means very little. Prajna meaning intelligence, presence of mind. Stoka prajnai anavadhiguna. Anavadhiguna, because O Lady Goddess of Mahalakshmi, Goddess Mahalakshmi, you have lot of unlimited auspicious characteristics. Anavadhiguna. Suyase, how can you be praised? Katham, katham how? Tvam you. Suyase sa katham tvam. Such a what you call modest statement has been made by a lot of poets. Venkatadhari does it in Lakshmi Sahasram. In Paduka Sahasram, Swami Deshika says in the first chapter, Prastava Paddhati. Vijñāpayāmi kimapi pratipanna bhītihi. I am afraid. Bhītihi. Pratipanna bhītihi. Impending fear. Impending fear. For the sake of the spirit of competition, I took up the challenge without any forethought. Vijñāpayāmi, I am submitting to you now. O Padukas, O divine sandals of Sri Ranganatha. Vijñāpayāmi kimapi, I am prattling something. Edo olarre. Vijñāpayāmi kimapi pratipanna bhītihi. Prāgeva Rangapati Vibhrama Paduke Tvam Yantum Shamaha Sadasati Vigadabhya Suyaha. Suppose I say good things about you or bad things about you. Satu Asati. So what will you do? Oh, listeners of Paduka Shastra, please take only the good things out of me and leave out the bad things. Sadasati, because don't be jealous of me because you are able to do better Paduka Stotram. So if you are able to praise the divine sandals better than me, so don't try to find fault with me. Or, so because I do better than you, don't be jealous. Vigata abhyasuyaha. Abhyasuyaha, asuya. Asuya means jealousy. Vigata abhyasuyaha. Santaha, because you are all good people. Santaha, sprishantu. You touch the book, Paduka Sahasram. Santa sprishantu. Sadayehi, with pity, sympathy. Vijñāpayāmi kimapi pratipanna bhītihi. Prāgeva Rangapati Vibhrama Paduke Tvam Yantum Shama Satasati Vigadabhya Suyaha Santas Prushantu Sadaye Hrdayai Stutim Te. Take it into your heart, Hrdayai. Te Stutim, your praise. Oh, divine sandals, you take my praise. Adornment, you can say. I adore you. I praise you. I appreciate you. So take it in your heart and make them good. And he is also saying at the end of the chapter, Anidam Prathamasya Shabda Rashe Rapadam. You cannot be praised by words in dictionary of Sanskrit. It is not possible. Anidam Prathamasya Shabda Rashe Rapadam. Rangadhurina Paduke Tvam Gata Bhītihi. He said previously, Vijñāpayāmi kimapi pratipanna bhītihi. I am afraid to praise you. எனக்கு பயமா இருக்கு உன்னை பேசுறதுக்கு 1008 எழுத சொல்றான் பயமா இருக்கு அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன சார்? கதபீதிரபிஷ்டுவன், having got rid of fear, Gatabhitirabistuvan vimohat. Because of my attachment to you, I start praising you without fear. Gatabhitirabhistuvan vimohat. Parihasena vinodayami natham. I'm just making fun. I'm just a child playing pranks. ஒரு குழந்தை மழலை பேசுற மாதிரி நான் பேசுறேன், அதை நீ ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். So Abhishtuvan Vimohat, I have got a lot of attachment towards you. I have got a lot of devotion towards you. Parihasena, take it as a making fun. Parihasena Vinodayami, I am trying to amuse you. Natham. When I praise divine sandals, Ranganatha, will he get angry or will he get happy? So let him be happy. Vinodayami Natham. So I am trying to write in all different patterns of rhyme called Vrittam, Chandas, prosody. I am trying to write all kinds of prosody. Vrittibir ane Bhagubirashrita, Vrittibir Bhagubirashrita, Venkateshwara Kave Saraswati. My knowledge, Saraswati. Saraswati, my knowledge. Venkateshwara Kavi, my name is Venkateshwara. Venkateshwara Kave Saraswati. Adhyarangapati Ratnapaduke Nartakiva Bhavatim Nishematam. Let Ranganatha, may Ranganatha look at my Paduka Sastram as a dancer with doing Bharatanatyam before him. Bharatanatyam. So by different varieties of what you call rhymes, I am singing, and by that song, you remember Paduka is dancing. The Paduka Devi is dancing. The goddess of sandals is dancing before you. Let Ranganatha be happy. And he says, I can write crores and crores of verses, crores and crores of verses. But I am restricting to 1008 because it is a sample of your great. Leshaha udahritihi. He says, Leshaha udahritihi. I'll just say this very fast. So no time little passes. Tanidam prasamasya shabda rashe rapadam. Rangadhurina paduke tvam gatabhitirabhishtuvan vimohat. Parihasena vinodayami natham. Satyabir bhagavidhavinashrita Venkateshwara Kave Saraswati. Adhyarangapati Ratnapaduke Nartakiva Bhavatim Nishevatam. Then how am I able to compose all this 1008? Apara Karuna Ambudestava Kalu Prasadadaham. By your blessings. Prasadat. Aham. I do it. I am confident doing it. Previously I had diffidence. Now I have confidence. Apara Karuna Ambudhestalu. You are the ocean of sympathy. Limitless ocean of sympathy. Apara Karuna Ambudhestava Kalu Prasadadaham. Vidhatum Pishakniyam. I can do anything. I can compose. How many? Shata Sagastrikam Samhitam. 100 into thousands. Hundreds into thousands. Shata Sagastrikam Samhitam. Tathapi, even then, Haripaduke, O divine sandals of Sri Ranganatha. Tathapi Haripaduke, Tava, your Gunaugalesha Sthite. I want to give you only a small illustration of the unlimited number of auspicious characters. Tava Gunalesha Sthite, Udahritiriyam, Udaharanam, sample. So Udahritiriyam Bhavetiti, Mitapi Yukta Stuti, I was restricted to 1008. Mitapi Yukta Stuti, Mitam limited. I have stopped with 1008. Why? Jayati Itiraja Sukti. Ramanuja's principles should be spread over. That is my aim. Jayati itiraja sukti. Jayati mukundasya paduka yugali. Hail to the divine sandals of Ranganatha. When we say victory to the divine sandals of Ranganatha, we expect victory in our case, in our life, in turn. Of course, without expectation, without this thought, we must say, so Jayati Mukundasya Paduka Yugali. So there are people who have both the wealth, both the money. What is that? Two types of money, wealth. Ramanuja's principles understood through his 9 books and Lord Ranganatha's blessing. That is sandals blessing, divine sandals blessing. Paduka, Paduke sevichirka ellarum. About Tadubaya Dhanaha. They have got 2 types of money, 2 types of wealth. Trivedim, they have mastered the scriptures also. Avandhayantaha, they will not fail in life. Avandhayantaha, bhuvi santaha. Good people will not get failure. That is how he concludes. And Kalidasa, great poet Kalidasa said, Mandaha kavihi, I am a dull poet. I am a fool. Mandaha kavihi. But Yasha Prathi, I want fame. Though I am a dull poet, I want fame. Yasha Prathi. Gamishyami upahasyata. I will be ridiculed by other people. Many people will laugh at me while I wrote Raghuvamsa in 19 cantos, about 1900 verses. People will find fault with me. Why long poem? Why short poem? And so on. So, Mandah Kaviyasha Parthi Gamishyam Vipahasyata. Pramshalabhe Phale Lobat Udbahuriva Vamanaha. I am like a dwarf, very short man, short boy, you can say, trying to reach the mango fruit, which is on the top of the tree. I am not trying to throw a stone against the Tamil manga, Kallala Adichida manga. Kallala Adichi manga, திருட்டுத்தனமா ரோட்ல இருக்கிற மாங்காயை எடுத்துட்டு போவோம் சார். மாங்காய் மாந்தோப்பில் நுழைஞ்சா அந்த செக்யூரிட்டி வில் அகாஸ்டஸ், அதனால அது பண்ண முடியாது. கல்லால் அடிக்கல. எம்பி குதிச்சா எப்படி முடியும்? இந்த மாங்காய் எப்படி எட்டும்? மாம்பழம் எப்படி எட்டும்? Pram shulabhe, only a tall man can pluck the fruit without any assistance. ஒரு குச்சி வச்சு ஸ்டிக் வச்சு எடுக்கிறதுன்னா ஒரு உயரமான இருக்கிறவன் தான் முடியும். பிராம் சுலபே பலே லோபா துர்பாகுரியோ வாமனஹ. Kalidasa has got a lot of respect for Valmiki. He said, I am trying to send a thread through the whole of a gem, that is Ramayana, which already has been bored by people like Valmiki. Again, what you call expressing modesty. Expressing modesty. This particular Vakyam number 6 also expects us to be modest, humble.
रामानुजदया पात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिनी श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः। वादेद्विवशिरो भङ्ग पञ्चानन पराक्रमा श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य चिरं विजयतां भुवि சீரொன்னு தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்னு சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்னு தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்ய பூஷணம் श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ